Welcome back to day 3 of my walk and talk series. And as you can see, today we're actually in my gym. I'm just finishing out my second workout of the day. I did a strength workout today and just finishing it up with some gentle walking. We did another hike this morning. We took the dogs and I thought, why not record while I do this little walk here. So yeah, today actually I wanted to talk about something completely different, so not 75 hard. It's more about retirement planning, something that's been on my mind lately and that I observed is, the mindset around retirement and how your outlook changes when you're getting closer to your targeted retirement age. So with us, we had kind of a 5-year plan. We're 6 months in. So for me, it's another 4.5 years to go. For my husband, who is a bit older, he's looking at about 2 years. And what we noticed lately, so in the past few months, actually. Now, once we sat down and made a plan and said, this is our timeline, this is how we're looking financially, and this is how we can make it work for us, something changed certainly in my approach to work, and I noticed it in my husband's approach as well. It's really weird. We both like our jobs, so that's really not the problem. And if you would have asked me like 10 years ago or even 5 years ago, can you imagine stop working altogether? I would have said no. I'll probably just dial back a bit, do a few hours, but I couldn't really envision stop working. And Rob was even worse. So he's a workaholic, basically. He's one of those people who cannot sit still somewhere. He always needs to have something to do. He needs to have a plan to do something. And if, for instance, on a weekend we don't have stuff planned out, there's nothing to do around the house, it would not be uncommon for him to fire up his work laptop and catch up on some work. It's something I found really, really annoying. And the interesting thing is that this completely changed in the past few months. So I don't know if you remember or if that's the same for you. It seems when you're doing something hard or challenging, like if you're on a diet and you say, I'm going on a diet for a month, the closer you get to the end, the closer you get to the finish line, the more you crave being there. You can't wait for it to be over, right? And this is a little bit how it feels right now as well. So we have set our timeline, our line in the sand, and knowing that there is an end date and there is not really so much time towards it. It's like we can't wait for it to be over. And this became really, really apparent when we were on vacation a couple of weeks ago. We took just a week and went up to Maine spent a few days in Acadia, like hiking and just enjoying nature. It was amazing. It was really, really cool. And it was the first time that we went on vacation and didn't really have a strict itinerary. We said, we'll just go there, we'll go with the flow. You know, we'll do a couple of hikes, but nothing was pre-planned. We wanted to approach this as if we had all the time in the world. And you know what? It was one of the best vacations we ever had. So we did this in Acadia. We woke up when we woke up, got out, said, okay, let's get some breakfast. What are we doing today? Did the thing, just took it really, really easy. And we came home so relaxed that we both said we could do that, you know, for forever. And that was a real eye-opener for us, because there is always that lingering feeling like, you know, retirement, it sounds exciting, but once that vacation feeling, the first few weeks or month are over and routine sets in, what do, right? With us, we are happy to report that there's a lot to do. Actually, we're at a stage where, you know, we could easily fill our days with things that we want to do or need to do, either around the house, around the homestead, you know, with our dogs, traveling, and even some of the hobbies and you know, things that we do on the side. We really like to have more time to do that, and somehow we're now in a state where work gets in the way of our life. And that's really interesting, because like I said, not long ago, it didn't feel that way. Now you had your work and everything else kind of happened around that work schedule, and we made work the center of our day. You know, it's what everything else revolves around. And now we're seeing that shift where kind of work is a thing that you have to do. It's still a big chunk of the day, but it's kind of like an annoying chore that you have to get through. So, I mean, it sounds really bad and negative. We don't drag ourselves to work on Monday. We both work from home, and I still like my job. I like what I do. I like my team, and same for Rob. It's you know, it's not terrible, but we just feel that now that we're so close, Rob much closer than I, but you know, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and we can't wait to get there. Now that also carries some risk, right? You don't want to be in a state where you just wait for that certain event to happen and forget to enjoy yourself and live while you're waiting. So we make sure that we really live our best lives as much as we can while we're in that process, and enjoy the anticipation. That can take different shapes or forms. The way we do it is, as of right now, our travel, the possibility to travel, especially travel for a longer time, is quite limited. mainly due to the obligations we have here at home. We have a small homestead, we have chickens, we have honeybees, we have 3 dogs. One of our dogs is, has some medical challenges. He's blind. He has another surgery coming up, and all of this, and traveling with 3 dogs is no picnic. As cute as they are, but that's really hard to manage, and a lot of logistics involved. So that wouldn't be a relaxing experience. So if you're not taking the dogs, you have to find a sitter or a place that takes care of the dogs for the time you are away. And we're very lucky. We have a place close by. They know the dogs very well and have been taking care of them for years. And we're very comfortable leaving all 3 of them there. But I don't want to do it longer than 2 weeks max. It's not fair to the dogs. It's a cost factor, of course, as well. Boarding the dogs for 2 weeks is, you might as well, take another person on whatever trip you're making. It's fine. We're fine doing it, but it restricts us with regards to travel a little bit. So yeah, that's where we are. It's just something that I've been thinking about lately quite a bit. When it's Sunday today, tomorrow's Monday, and yeah, it would be nice if the weekend was like 2 days longer. We had a great weekend. We went on a couple of hikes. We were hiking with our 2 healthy dogs earlier today, just a little walk over the border in Vermont, and it was just beautiful. And yeah, we'd like to have more of those days in the week, really, but we make the best of it. We go to work and put in the effort, looking to do a good job there, and just stay involved. But it is getting harder to care, dare I say it. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't really know how to describe it. You see, we're in the tech industry, and you see people, colleagues, that they are posting on LinkedIn about stuff and are engaged with whatever corporate communication comes out and this and that. And I noticed with me, this engagement has gotten less and less. So these days, I may, if I do that, even, I may browse what's out there on LinkedIn, what colleagues are posting, and even our internal, kind of internal social media channels. I don't follow that. I don't engage with that. And that would have been unthinkable just a few years ago. So very, very interesting. I guess it's a step to remove myself from that work-centric lifestyle, I guess. I'm not complaining about it. It works for me. I still do my job. I still deliver what I need to deliver. It's just that enthusiasm vanishes over time a little bit. I think it's totally normal. I've seen that with my parents as well, and with other people that were close to retirement and then retired, that it's just, the mind focuses on what what comes next and not necessarily on the task ahead. So one thing I need to make sure is that the mind doesn't focus too much on what the future holds. As of now, all of that is planning. Nothing is certain. You never know what happens. So you got to make sure we stay in the moment and focus what is here today and what we're doing, and yeah, do the best we can. That's it for today. Just, some things that were on my mind going into the new work week. Thank you for walking with me today. Tomorrow we'll be back outside in the woods, I promise. Well, have a nice Sunday, or whenever you're watching this, and I catch you tomorrow. Bye.